All right, here's what's going on. I got started planting soybeans, and you've already seen that first video back on April the 25th. And I'm thinking, okay, the soil maybe was a bit cool. And I'm thinking maybe the planter was running a little too deep because the emergence is not exactly what I wanted. I've got some rows that just aren't there yet. They haven't sprouted yet. And my hope is that they come along and sprout. Well, I got to thinking about it, and I don't want to plant that deep. So I'm going out here with these aggravating gauge wheels, depth wheels on this planter, and see if I can lower the wheel about 1/8 of an inch, which will raise the seed. It won't go in so deep. But this thing is, Cousin Scott, he put this thing together. It's, we'll call it 1960s technology. It ain't like I got a little crank handle over there I can turn and dial it in. Last year I went through all sorts of gyrations trying to use the 3-point hitch to lift the planter and then lower the gauge wheels. And that didn't work out so good. That was a royal pain. But I think I got a way of doing this year that might be really sweet. So let's go out here and get started on this, because I got the field ready, and we'll go plant it after I make this adjustment. Let's see how this works out. What I got here is 2 nuts, one top, one bottom. It's a binder. Once you loosen this, this slides up and down. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to take this marker and I'm going to put me a mark right across there like that. And I measured this, and it's a fat 1/8 of an inch. And what I want to try to accomplish is lowering this so that I can't see the mark. The mark will be below that. And because it's probably going to work out, so I need to look from both sides, I'll put a mark on both sides. There. And now just go around and do the one on the other side as well. Don't want to lose the cup. That's important. That's the gauge wheel right there. And if I put this jack here with that board there, see how I can raise that now? And that's probably high enough. But I can control this better than I can control the 3-point. So let's see if we can get those bolts loose and make this progress. Praise God for impact tools. Alright, that loosen that. And that loosen that. Now, with those loose, if this plan works out, I should be able to raise that and that'll go down. Let's go check it out. Now, what I want to accomplish, you can see that magic marker line. I want the top of that line to be barely visible. So, now that I'm moving it up, right there, should be about right, except I think I went too high. Neat thing about this though, I can just take the jack, loosen it, and let it drop back down like that, and try adjusting it again. Let's see, this time I want it right there. Stop right there. Now I'm hoping that when I tighten things back up, it'll pull it back in. Maybe just there we go. Man, this is so much easier than last year with this jack to lift and lower the toolbar. And that seems right. So let's hit it with the impact lightly, because I got the big big impact. And I do not want to spend the rest of the afternoon going around trying to find nuts and bolts. Cousin Pool rolled in here about 10 minutes ago. Let's see. All right, there's his truck, and there he is. And he's out there on that hard red spot, probably trying to stir around, see if he can get some more of his corn up. That is a huge investment that he's got out there in that. So yeah, I imagine we'll see him in this field a lot, doing things to try to make that corn. And zoom off. And yep, zoom off. Now he becomes a dot over on the horizon. Gray day. Nice, cloudy, overcast, good breeze, about 72 degrees. When I come back around, it's going to be the last pass. So I'll go up to that corner and dress that side. Probably be a little bit of double planting in here, but I'm going to fill up the field. This is what I call in-dressing. I'm coming across the end of the field. You never know exactly where the planter starts or stops. I hope doing this gives me a solid canopy down here. And what's left on the edge of the field here is not enough for a complete planting, so there's going to be some double lap. Good possibility that this will make a huge mess. We'll find out. You always find out what you got when it sprouts or doesn't. Because of the angle of that field down here, I'll just make a gentle turn and go right out to that corner, and I'll be done. Then I'm going to go get me some coffee. See, about right here is where I'll start to make that gentle turn